Good morning, everybody. I just want to take a few minutes and step us through the interview project. So the interview project is really a framework where you can identify people in whatever field you want, whether this is sports, entertainment, business, local government, whatever it is. You can identify people that you're interested in uh, connecting with, and you can use the interview process to both connect with them, learn from them, share your ideas, etc. And so whether you're going to be doing this via audio, like a telephone interview, or whether you're going to be doing a video interview, or whether you're going to be doing an email interview and publishing the interview in the Independent Learners Press or on your blog, it's a great skill to develop, and it's also beyond a skill in terms of interviewing. It's a great sort of realization to have that you can identify whoever you want and reach out to them and either schedule an interview, send them questions, basically take on the role of interviewer journalist, and you can connect with whoever you want as long as you have a plan for how you're going to promote that interview and you can conduct yourself responsibly. And so what I'm going to show you, I'm going to introduce to you here is the interview project, which is a framework where you can identify somebody to interview, develop the questions you want to pose that person, and then send that person a link, and they can basically complete the interview on their own time, and then you'll get the results. Now, this is not the only way to do an interview. It's not even necessarily the ideal way for you to do the interview, but it's an easy way for you to start. And we're going to be doing this as part of our campaign 2016 project. We're going to be sending interview questions out to our different candidates. You could do this with local government. You could do this with your parents. You could do this with your teachers. You could do this with other students. You can do this all over the map. And so what I want to do is introduce the concept. And of course, like everything in the Academy, you're going to give me feedback about what changes you think need to be made. So on any of the pages that are related to the media, I was in the newspaper office and there was a link. I'll just go back just so I don't lose you here. You're probably already at this page, but you click on interview project and it's going to take you to the page for the interview, basically identifying who you want to connect with. And when you come to this page, the way it should work is you come to this page and if you haven't already created a profile, then it will create a profile for you. And what you want to do here is you can review this, but this is basically what I'm talking about. Step one is you want to identify what's your wish list. Who are people that you'd love to ask 5 to 10 questions? Again, whatever media we decide to use, whether this is a video chat or whether this is an email or a telephone interview or in person for that matter, you're going to want to think through the questions you want to ask this person, and the person may want to know what type of interview it's going to be, what topics are you going to cover. So first off, you're already connected to the group. You want to create your wish list. And here, this is just really, you can talk about whoever you want here. So identify the people that you would be interested in interviewing. And then once you've done that, you're going to add people, okay? And so here, you can click add and you can just start adding names. So let's say that I want to get political and I want to interview Carly Fiorina, who's a candidate for president. And let's say I want to add, who else would I want to add? Let's say I want to add Bernie Sanders, who's a Democratic, he's an independent, but let's say I want to interview Bernie Sanders. And then let's get a little bit less political, and let's say that I want to interview Tom Cruise, okay, who's an actor. So now I've got my targets, my interview targets here. And what I can do then is I can go and add questions. So let's say I'll go to Carly Fiorina and click add questions. and I have my list of questions here. I don't have anything in them, but say I'm going to say, what 3 steps would you take as a new president to increase jobs in the U.S.? Okay? And you can see here I can change the order, but I click submit. And let's add another one. What do you see as the 3 most important areas of agreement between the Democrats and the Republicans? Okay, so you're submitting your questions, and then basically what you can do is you can get a link that you can send to the person that you're interviewing, and they're going to get a link like this. You can email that person. You'll have to find out their contact information, but you can email that person this link. And then they go through this process, and they can answer the questions here and save their answers here, and then you'll have access to those answers. So at its base, this is a process for identifying potential interview targets, creating the questions, ordering the questions, and then sending this link to the person. So what I want you to do is identify people that you'd be really interested in interviewing, and then adding those people to your interview list, and then identifying potential questions, no more than 5 to 10 questions. And then at that point, we can come together in our publishing and production meeting and decide what is the best way for you to approach them. Should this be a telephone interview? Should this be a email interview like this? Should this be a split screen video interview? And then where are we going to publish that? Is that going to be published in Independent Learner TV? Is that going to be published on your blog? Do you want to conduct this and then replay it on your podcast? Lots of different options for how you can turn this from a question to an answer. So just wanted you to take a look at that, and you can get started there.